They stay lurking because they don't really understand. They cannot really wrap their heads around how is it that you're still moving forward even after the adversity they know you faced. They didn't think it would get this far. Let's get into that. Let's take a ride as we bring things to light and elevate the mind. Are you ready? Thank you guys for hopping on my elevator today. Welcome to the Mindset Elevator. It's Andrea. I hope you guys are all doing very well, taking care of yourselves. And before I get into this video, I want to say thank you very much to all my viewers and subscribers for your ongoing support, the good cheer, the insight, your stories. It's very enriching to this channel. Keep sharing your stories. It's all about elevation here. It's all about bringing things to light. It's all about the real. I love that kind of stuff. I want to spread that type of stuff. So thank you guys very much because you're adding to that. You're adding value to this channel and to the community. So respects to all of you. Thank you guys so much. Let's get into the fact that a lot of people didn't really think that you were going to get this far in life, especially when they know the adversity you faced. They know the trials and tribulations. They know about the trickery, the deception, the sabotage in the shadows. They know about all of that. And so they're really shocked at how is it that you have gotten this far where the majority or where maybe they would not have been able to get this far if they had faced the same issues and problems that you may have. A lot of people are going to be very stunned and stumped, confused and perplexed, not really understanding how could this be that somebody who has been dealt a lot of bad cards perhaps is able to come back triumphant, even surpassing a lot of people in their class, a lot of people, a lot of their peers. They just don't understand this. They don't get how this is possible. You're a very unique person. And so, a lot of people have to find unique ways to try to figure this out. It's almost like a very complex puzzle. Like you're puzzling to people. It's puzzling how you were able to bounce back from the adversity and the struggle, but you got strengthened by your struggles. A lot of people get weighed down by their struggles, and there's nothing inherently wrong with that. It's just that you did not let your struggles or your past or your trauma, abuse, issues, you didn't let these things weigh you down to where your spirit was compromised. Your spirit always shined through. Your energy spoke for itself, still speaks for itself to this day. I mean, at the end of the day, you were only meant to go as far as you can go. I mean, you push limits for real. You make people wonder, wow, I didn't know that was actually possible. I didn't know that people do stuff like this. I didn't know people knew stuff like this. You show people that there's so much more to you, a lot of layers, a lot of things that are very confusing to them. Like, how is it that you know what you know? A lot of people are so shocked that you came so far, even though they remember when you were back here and maybe you were struggling, maybe you were having a hard time keeping up with your life, keeping up with your state of affairs. They saw you maybe going into yourself, maybe becoming a little bit reclusive, a little bit worried. And so a lot of people weren't really expecting that you were going to come back, bounce back as hard as you did, and then not only come back a strengthened person, a stronger, more resilient individual, you're surpassing a lot of people. So imagine that, imagine somebody like you who may have faced a lot of issues, a lot of people, a lot of situations may have been against you. You may feel like in the past, everything was just against you. Everybody was against you. I used to think like that. But then it's like when you do that soul searching and when you decided that, you know what, you want to have a better life. You want to see a better day. You want to see a brighter future for yourself. When you did that and when you took those steps to reform, you came back very strong, very solid. Your mindset was very, very strengthened, almost reinforced. Like you were very concrete in where you were going to go now, what you were going to do now, how you were going to grow, how you were going to elevate. A lot of people just didn't see this about you. They didn't think that, because a lot of people don't move like this. A lot of people get, when they get knocked down, they stay down. You don't stay down because your spirit doesn't allow for you to stay down. And when you have a higher purpose, staying down is not an option. You may be sad for a while, worried, anxious for a while, but you're meant to come back. And that's why a lot of people, they act weird around you because they know what you faced. You may have been tackling your own inner demons, your own things that weigh your spirit down. but at the same time, you always rise to the occasion and you show a lot of people, listen, I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of places to go. I can't be stopped, So I'm telling you, a lot of people are very stunned, very flabbergasted here about the fact that you came as far as you have. A lot of people are not willing to go to these planes that you go to. You go to territories that a lot of people thought were non-existent. All right. So it's like you show people like you're a discoverer or like an inventor, like you're a visionary. And when people see that you're a visionary, they see now why you got so far. Like they will see, they will understand. Like you had a dream or you had a vision, you had something in you. You got inklings, you got a vibe about yourself that you knew you had to act on. It's like you couldn't stay in that low position. You could not stay in a position where there is no creativity flowing, there is no happiness, there is no abundance. You probably weren't willing to have that kind of a lifestyle, that sort of life. You wanted to do more. You push it. You go farther than a lot of people are willing to go. All right. So understand that you're going to shock a lot of people around you. You're going to shock a lot of people who would not have been able to deal with what you dealt with. And when you go into yourself and when you become a little bit, when you work on yourself in the quiet, in solitude, a lot of people see that as, some people may laugh at you. They may think that you're done with, you're not working on anything special. You're hiding away because a lot of these people are superficial. So they'll never really understand the healing and the work that you had to do. They're not going to see this. They're not going to get this, And so when you come back and you emerge as a new, reinforced, strengthened, resilient, smarter, brighter individual with a smile, with your strength, I mean, people are just so taken aback by this, completely and utterly shocked. They just don't understand how is it. And then you're going farther than before. How could that be, But I'm telling you, it's because your spirit would never allow you to stay down for too long. Keep going up. A lot of people are not going to want to see you go up. A lot of people are not going to want to see your path to elevation. And the reason why is because, once again, they just don't feel like it should happen. They saw bad things happen to you. They heard about how people were talking about you. They saw how the community was trying to look at you in a weird way. Like they really thought that, you were done with, you were done for. Maybe they had a chance to beat you. Unfortunately, you're on your own path. You're in your own lane. You've been in your own lane. And so now when you're really like the driver, you're the engineer here, you're making it happen. You're making big things happen. A lot of people are just big shocked, big stunned, and big mad. I mean, totally perplexed, because they don't really see a lot of people get down like the way that you do. You're pushing it farther than they'd ever push it, than they'd ever be willing to. They'd give up. You don't give up. You always try to find another way. You weren't afraid to reinvent yourself. You weren't afraid to go back to the drawing board. You were willing to grow. You were willing to elevate your mind. You were willing to look beyond the materialistic things. These things are nice to have, but you had to know who you were to the core. That's what shines brightest. When you know who you are to the core, to the heart, then everybody knows that, this is a real one right here. Keep being real. Keep doing what you guys do and keep pushing the limits, because your success is limitless. Your abundance is limitless. Your love, have that love. Go out there and help whoever you can help, and always help yourself, elevate your mind. All right, guys, you're going to do big things, if not already. Stay focused, okay? Don't lose focus for these people out here. Keep moving up and keep, exuding that happiness and joy. All right. Thank you guys so much for hopping on my elevator today. Blessings to all of you and your family, your friends. Stay elevated, stay hydrated, take care of yourselves, love yourselves, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.